What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now at the halfway point to 500 subs. And who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes of it to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box. Excuse me, that I opened up last year, which is this beautiful Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely amazing as a collector's rare. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question of the day, which is basically today's video. But the question of the day is this: what are you guys' thoughts on the brand new Azamina archetype? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about for today's video, is the brand new Azamina archetype, which will be released in the upcoming core set Rage of the Abyss. Now, for those who are curious about this, archetype, basically it's another illusion based archetype that revolves around fusion summoning, and it conjoins with the lore of the Diabell Star storyline, if you will. So I'm very curious about this archetype. But there's a note here that says Azamina derives its theme name from azami, the Japanese word for thistle. Thistles are known in Abrahamic faiths as plants that were part of God's curse on the earth of the original sin committed by Adam and Eve of eating the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. Nice little history, Bible history lesson right there, which is pretty cool. But I'm very curious about this archetype. There are 8 cards to talk about in this video, so I am not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get straight into it. Kicking things off, we have Azamina Ria Silvera, which is a 6-star Dark Illusion fusion with 1900 attack, 1500 defense, and it requires 1 illusion monster plus a light spellcaster. So I think the Millennium Archetype can actually work with this deck, which is actually pretty hilarious. The second and third effects are both once per turn, and the first one reads any battle damage your Azamina monsters other than this card inflict to your opponent is doubled. It's basically a nice little way to end games right off the bat, which is pretty cool. Second effect reads, excuse me. Second effect reads, when your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you contribute this card and negate that effect. Nice little attributed imperm, if you will. Okay. Third effect reads if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can you can add one simple spoils trap from your deck to your hand. So not only can Rhea Silvera deal double damage, or rather your other cards can deal double damage. This also acts as sort of like a really weird like imperm mixed in with a little bit of a trap rota effect, which is absolutely insane. And the only thing though is that this card has to be destroyed by battle or card effect. So it's a great way for you to add add a just any simple spoils spell or trap, and then just activate reborn, summon this card back, and you're pretty much just off to the races from there, which is really cool. The only thing though is that if Ready Fusion didn't have the effect where it said to summon a level 6 or lower non-effect fusion, then Ready Fusion would be stupid broken with this deck, because there are a lot. There's actually literally three level 6 fusions in this archetype, which is absolutely insane. And we are about to unveil the second one right now. It is known as Azamina Risalago. I am like butchering this. I have no idea. Hang on, guys. I want to see something really quickly. Give me 1 second, you guys. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that card, unfortunately. So give me 1 second. Okay, so it's Japanese. So it looks like the name is Japanese for Luciarago. I believe I'm saying it right. And apparently, there's no meanings for it, unfortunately. Okay, all right. I had to be sure. So Risalago, I believe is the proper term, but obviously you guys had seen the card. It's a 6-star Dark Illusion fusion with 2,000 attack, 2,400 defense. And it requires one illusion monster and a light spellcaster. And the first and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads, if this card is fusion summoned, you can add one Azamina or Simple Spoils card from your deck to your hand. Basically your Stratos for the whole deck, which is really good. Not much else to say about that. Second effect reads, monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense for each Azamina card you control. Basically, with the first card, you're gonna be dealing a shit ton of damage. Third effect reads if this card is destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can add one simple spoiled spell from your deck to your hand. Murcielago is actually Spanish for bat. There was like a little note here that said that, so that's kind of cool. But basically you have yourself a Stratos for the whole deck. You have a Spell Rhoda for the whole deck, and your opponent loses 500. All monsters that's on your opponent's board lose 500 attack. So this is a great way to prevent to actually cut down the amount of negations that cards like Borload Savage Dragon could have, even also cards like Appaloosa could have, because it gains 800 attack for each monster that was used to link summon Appaloosa, and that gives you a gives you that many amount of negates. So let's say you used four monsters to summon it. That's 3,200 attack. Minus 500 for each Azamina. So literally, if you have all four, how many cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So if you have all four fusions on board, that's 2,000 attack. It'll go from 32 to 1,200, which will only give your opponent one negate, and that's it. That's it. This card literally ensures that your opponent's monsters, such as Ash Blossom, will only get one negate, and they can't do anything else, which is absolutely insane. Plus, you can also go into some rank 6 plays, such as Jinzo Layered, which I know that there's been a few decks in the format that actually run Jinzo Layer, just because it's a retrain of Jinzo, which is pretty cool. But moving on, next up we have Azamina Soul Erisishton, I believe is how it's pronounced, and I believe I am saying it wrong. But it is a 6-star Dark Illusion fusion. Sorry, with 2,700 attack, 0 defense, and it requires 1 illusion monster plus a feed monster. And both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads: if this card is fusion summoned, you can target one card on the field, send it to the grave. Second effect reads: during each standby phase, you can target one Azamina or Sinful Spoils card in your grave, add it to your hand. Nice. I mean, to be fair, it's a great way to bring back your Azamina fusion monsters back into your extra deck, and you can just go off from there. Funny thing as well is that all these fusions, what's cool about these is that they're all super poly targets. So when you think of Soul Erishiton, you think of going up against decks like just to name off a couple, Magical Musket and Dark World, which is another one that comes into mind. Even though Dark World is my specialty, it's still one that comes into mind. when you think of of Murisalago with light spellcasters, you think of oh my god, what's that one? What, Pendulum Magician? Yeah, yeah. It's either Pendulum Magician or Blue Eyes, because all the Blue Eyes tuner monsters, with the exception of I think 2 or 3, are all light spellcasters. So that's pretty cool. And then when you think of, and same thing with Rhea Silvera, it's the exact same thing. But when you think about the next card, the next fusion, it's basically Dark World again. So Blue Eyes, Dark World, Magical Musket. There are so many different decks that this archetype can go up against. It is insane. And think about this: during each standby phase, meaning during your standby phase and your opponent's, you can just keep adding cards from your grave back to your hand to just keep comboing off over and over again. This deck is gonna be a very interesting one, to say the very least. But next up, we have Azamina, more Regina, which is an 8-star Dark Illusion fusion with 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense, and it requires 1 illusion monster plus a level 6 or higher fiend monster. And both of its effects are once per turn, and the first effect reads, you can target 1 illusion monster in your grave, except this card, special summon it. Second effect reads, when a Sinful Spoils or Azamina card or effect is activated, except this card, as a quick effect, you can target up to 2 cards on the field, destroy them. So not only do you have a continuous Monster Reborn, you also have yourself a Twin Twister, all rolled in one. 2 powerful cards in one, even more broken fusion monster. Not much else to say about that. But now we move into the spells and traps, and the first one up is Sacred Azamina, which it kind of looks like something out of it kind of looks like something out of oh my god, what's that one anime? Oh my god, it's that one anime that I saw a long time ago. The Hidden Dungeon, only I can remember, or something like that. That's what it kind of looks like. It looks like something out of that. But it is a normal spell, and the second effect is a once per turn. The first effect reads, reveal 1 Azamina fusion monster in your action deck and send 1 Simple Spoils card from your hand and or field to the grave for every 4 levels it has. If those cards are set, reveal them. Then special summon the revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. So basically, just off of the first effect, it's a great way to just fusion summon right off the bat. But the only thing though is that this card isn't even that great when we still have Super Poly in the format. So Super Poly can actually be just as powerful as this card. But the second effect, I don't know. I think I'll let you guys be the judge of that, because the second effect reads if this card is in your grave, you can target one Azamina monster you control or in your grave, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. I mean, it's okay, but I think in my opinion, I think Super Poly might just be a little bit better, especially if you know what you're up against. So this is more of a side deck deal, but I think that this archetype might just end up being the new meta once this set comes out. But next up we have Azamina Ophiletus, which I think is the right name. I think I'm saying it right. But it is a quick play spell, and both of its effects are a hard once per turn. And the first effect reads during the main phase reveal one Azamina fusion in your extra deck, and send one Sinful Spoils card from your hand and or field to the grave for every 4 levels it has. If those cards are set, reveal them. Then special summon the revealed monster, which is treated as a fusion summon. Second effect reads, during your main phase, you can banish the card from your grave. Target one Azamina monster in your grave, special summon it. I mean, this card on the other hand is better, but you're more suited to use cards like, I think, Foolish Burial Goods to send this card to your grave, so you can get off its Monster Reborn effect, which is really cool. Which is pretty cool. Not much else to say about that. And I believe we still have 2 more cards to talk about in this video. 1, 2. Yes, we do. So the first of the last 2 cards are known as Azamina Hamartia, I believe is how it's pronounced. And it is a normal trap, and both of its effects are a hard once per turn. And the first effect reads, reveal one Azamina fusion monster in your extra deck, and shuffle one Sinful Spoil card from your grave or banishment into the deck for every 4 levels it has, then special summon the revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. Second effect reads, you can banish this card from your grave, target one Sinful Spoil spell or trap in your grave, set it, but it cannot be activated this turn. Basically, again, Foolish Burial Goods are going to be 2 of the biggest... Literally, Foolish Burial Goods and Super Poly are going to be 2 of the biggest cards that you're going to want to use with this archetype. So that way, you can go Foolish Goods, send one of your back row cards to your graveyard from the deck, and then just combo off to how you want your board set up. Set like 2 or 3 back row, and one of them being Super Poly, and then when they start comboing off and they have like a light spellcaster or a fiend or something like that, you go Super Poly, boom, done. GG no rate, hands down. This archetype is gonna end games really easily. Now for the final card in today's video, it is known as Sinful Spoils Deception, which can actually work with pretty much any. It can work with it looks like it can work with any archetype, or is it just this? I think it's just this archetype in general. But Sinful Spoils Deception is a continuous spell, and all 3 of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads, you contribute 1 monster from your hand or field, add 1 Azamina card from your deck to your hand. Second effect reads, if a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you control an Azamina monster, you can make your opponent lose 1,500 life points, and if you do, gain 1,500 life points. Nice way to deal even more damage, and to be able to deal double damage during the battle phase off of the effect of, I think, the first fusion I talked about, which is Rhea Silvera, which is really cool. So combos, you guys. Third effect reads, during the end phase, if this card is in your grave because it was sent there from the face-up spell and trap zone this turn, you can set it. Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool. All in all, I think this archetype does have a lot of potential, but it's hard to determine if this archetype does have that potential, mainly because of the fact that this is still relatively new. But I have no doubt in my mind, this archetype is gonna help make the Diabell Star decks 10 times more powerful than they've ever been before. So I truly believe that once we get this set released in the TCG, then Konami has to have no choice but to ban either one of the cards that's in this archetype, or just ban Diabell Star right off the bat, or even at least limit the card to one, because I think most Diabell Star decks usually like run 2 or 3. So if it gets limited to 1, or if it gets banned, the deck just dies down really quickly. So, but I want your guys' opinion on this archetype. Let me know down in the comments below, and that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.